Jerry, just wanted to give you a video on how to extract images and text out of your Word document and put it into one of your posts. I'll start with this one here. I'm going to view it as a single page. This one. So the title is going to be His Marriage to Anne, right? The first thing I want to do is get the image out of here. So I'm going to right click. I'm going to say Save Picture As. I want to make sure that I've selected so make sure you select the picture first by left clicking, right click, and Save Picture As. It just so happens that I'm keeping all of your photos somewhere else, but that's okay. I'll just put it in my downloads for now. And I'm going to name it I'll just name it Anne for now, for this example. And then I'm going to change its type to PNG. Okay, and then I'm going to save. Okay, now that I have it saved, I can go back to your media, which is in the console under media, and I'm going to add new media file, select from files, and there's two ways. You can either do what was done today, or you can actually go to where you saved it. So in this case, I saved it to downloads, and I'm going to go here, and you'll see now that image pops up here in your media library. So once it's there, then should show here. Oh, it's still downloading. Okay, there we go. Once it's there, then I'm going to go to my post. So I'm going to go ahead and make a post. I've already started, but you would normally just say add new. But I'm going to go into this one, since I've already added the title. The title I simply grabbed from the document here, His Marriage To, right? So once I have the title, then you'll see these little things. They'll say types slash to choose a block. So I'm going to type slash, and I'm going to choose image. I'm going to go to your media library and choose the image I want and select. I'm going with the format of your Word document, and I'm setting all these to center. Okay. If you feel it's too big for the post, you can always grab and drag. I'm just grabbing, dragging with my left mouse. Okay. Next, I'm going to add in the actual content of that post. So I'm going to go back here. I want to add this piece underneath. So I'm going to grab this little guy here. I'm going to go here, and I'm just going to double click in that guy and then paste. That also I'd like to have centered. Just as a note, if you don't like you want it bold or something, you highlight and say bold or italicized or whatever you want to do. Also, you can change your size of your text here. So I had it at a medium. I'm going to go with a small because it's for the photo. If you click on the button here, you can choose other things about it. You can do height, letter spacing, all these other things. But I'm going to stick with what I have here. If you want to change the color of that, you go in here and say color. Let's say I want to make it yellow. I do not want to make it yellow. I'm going to go back to, let's just do black for now. Okay. Now I'm going to go back again to your document and grab the meat of it all. And that would be all of this. So I'm just highlighting all of it, grabbing, copying it, and I'm going to come down here and I'm going to paste. Okay. It automatically detected that you had some footnotes there. you had mentioned you want to change it from Roman numerals. We can do that manually, of course. Going back to your text, I'm just looking to see where that was. Okay, 30,000, you had an 8 there. Okay, so let me go back to our posting, and this was supposed to be an 8. So I'm just gonna put an 8 here, and I thought this was nice. If I went here and said superscript, you have to tell me what you think about that. So that gives me my 8. And then to go back to your document as to where those came from. Those must be down here somewhere. Where did those come from? We'll have to figure that one out. I don't know where your 8 came from. So for now, I'm going to get rid of this because I don't know where this came from. And I just highlighted and deleted. You can also click on it, go here, and delete. Okay. We will add the 8 somewhere. I have to find it. You probably know better than I do. Before we do that, though, let's look at this. This says I have now asked, and it ends with God. So I'm going to go and find that text in here, and here it is right here. So I'm going to change this either to a smaller text or italicized or maybe both. And then I also want to show you this. There's lots I need to show you, but if you go in dimensions and margins, I can always bring those in like that. And we'll see what that looks like when I'm done. But there we go. Now I'm going to go back to your document. I don't see a footnote for those. So you'll have to help me there. But I'll at least explain what I was doing to handle those. So I would put in the space, and then I would come over here and I would put in, for example, 8 and then some text. I don't know what 8 is. I would then do a superscript on the 8 to match the one that's up here, and then I would add another line to kind of to end out my whole post with a separator. And you'll see why that is important. But this is basically what I want a post to look like in my mind. It's up to you, of course. Once I'm done, I can click Save or Publish, and then we can actually go to the website at this point, do a refresh on the website, go to your history, because these are history, and we should see, well, there's 2 ways you could do it. I don't see. Okay, this is a good example as well. I'm going to go back into here. I'm going to make sure that my on the left or the right hand side here, that this post was set to history. Aha. It is not. It's set to entry. So I'm going to go history. You have 3 types: entry, blog, and history. So I'm going to make sure that is. Click Save there. Now, when I refresh, there she is. And you can adjust the size of these pictures as what you want them to be. Just again, drag and drop from this side. So this looks a little smaller than the previous. So let's fix it. So I'm going to go back to here. I'm going to click on it. I'm going to click and drag down. Make it a little bit bigger. And save. Alright, I'm going to do one more post for this recording. But you can see here I've put in several. To do another post, there's two places that you can click here, add new post, or click up here, add new post. So we'll do one more from the Word document. So we left off at the bottom of this post. So we're here. The title for this next post is right here. So I'm going to copy that. I'm going to add the title, and then get the rest of my text. So the rest of my text, well, we can do an image first. So again, to save this image, right click the image so you can see the outline there, and then we're going to say save picture as, and what do we want to call this one? Missionary commissioning for, we'll say missionary commission. Again, I want to change it to PNG. If you forget, it's not a big deal. It'll take either one. Okay. Once I have my image, I can go back to my dashboard here. Click in here. If we push a /, then I'm going to say image again. I'm going to go to upload. Now before we already put it into the media library, but now we're going to skip that step and we're just going to add it. Now that we've added it to your post, it automatically goes into your media library for later use if you want to use it somewhere else on the page. Okay, then I'm going to do the description for the picture, so I'm going to grab that. Okay. I'm doing Control-C, copy, and then I'm doing Control-V to paste. Again, I want to make this center. I'm not going to mess with the color. We can talk about color later, but and we can set the color scheme for the entire site all at once. Right, so now we have the description of the image. We can go in and grab the rest of the post, which is right to there. Okay. And we'll go back here, paste it on down. There we go. Looks good. Then this is either going to be a place where you put in your references, or you want to end the post, and I want to end all the posts with a dash, and I'll show you why here in a second. Okay, so before it was saved, now it's published. Sometimes it goes back and forth, but we're done with the post, so I'm going to say publish, and then publish again. And you'll see here you can view the post, or you can add a new post from here. But I don't want to. I'm going to go back to the website now that we've published, and I'm going to do a refresh. Refresh. Oh, you know what I forgot to do was history again. I should change it from about to history, and I'll do that. Actually, why not show you now? So for the post, forgot to tag it as a history post. So I'm going to go, we click the W to get back to your main screen. We can go back to posts. We can go to the one we just created. We can do a quick edit, I think. Yes, we can. A quick edit, and we're going to make this a history post. Okay, I'm going to update. So now that one should also, and you can see your categories: history, history. This is not a history one. This is a do a quick edit. I'm going to change it from entry to history. Update. Okay, so now all of those, and we also notice that it is called, for some reason, about. But I have history, so I'll have to figure out why. But you would normally just change that name here. and it should show up. Anyway, I'm going to go back to the site now. Go back to history, and you can see all the entries. I haven't figured out how to do the scroll yet. I'm working on that, but it does jump. So if I click on here, it'll jump down to the relevant post. Also, I wanted to show you that on every single site, every page, there's a little search icon. If we click the search and we say, let's say, search for Anne, for example, and press enter, it'll bring up every post that mentions Anne. And you can read more about that post, and it'll bring you to the post. And you can always go back to history. So I thought that was a neat little feature. But yeah, you can see here we have all the different posts for history. And for those that are, if we had any marked as entry, and I need to put these in, but if you had any marked for entry, looks like we do, they show up here, and they work the same way. Also, note the magnifying glass. Also, the picture, I just put one up there, a random picture, but you can change a picture very easily. So we're going to click on the W button again, because first I'll save, and then go back to the W button. Now that picture was on the, if we go to pages and we go to entries, we'll be presented with this. So here I'm going to click on this image, and then I'm going to go to style, and I'm going to change the image. And I don't know, maybe I can put this one here for now. Select it. And then if you scroll down here, you can move this little dot to focus where that's going to be. So right about in the middle. You can also change the size. It's within contain. There's other ones. You can do auto, which it kind of zooms in. You can do cover. Let's do contain for now. This gradient in the background, that can be changed. Probably want a darker there. Let's do a little bit of, how about that? That looks nice. Okay, so you can do all these things too. This is automatic. It's pulling from all your posts, so don't touch any of this. But as far as other things on the page, you can add, subtract what you need. Okay, once we've done that, we save. And once we save and refresh, we should see our new image, and that's much nicer, I think. Yes, I deleted what I was doing, but you and I will have to tag team this and get these entries back in there. It's just a different system from before. But I can tell you this, it's much faster than the other website. You can see when I click it automatically goes. There's no time loading, it's very quick. So, money well spent. Alright, there's my session on adding posts and some other little tidbits. Try out a few, let me know. Thanks.